But there's no bigger story for India right now than those 40 citizens of ours being held captive as we speak by militants in Iraq. This isn't just Prime Minister Modi's first and biggest security emergency. It's a terrifying time for the families of those men.
Well, Indians aren't being specifically targeted in Iraq, but the families believe that their loved ones will be directly in the line of firing if the US and NATO forces decide to launch airstrikes against areas overrun by the ISIS militants. Let's never forget what parents, siblings, wives and children are going through at this moment. Here's a report.
At this stage, I'm afraid I can't share further information with you except to indicate to you and to confirm that yes, 40 workers of the Tariq Noor Al Huda construction company who are Indians have been kidnapped.
If there was any hope earlier, the official announcement shattered it. Families across Punjab, hoping their sons, their brothers, their fathers will return soon, are now praying only for their safety. Manjinder Singh is among the 40 Indians confirmed kidnapped in Iraq. His family, awaiting his return to village Porwal in Amritsar, has its hopes set squarely on the government. Not too far away is the family of Nishan Singh. There has been no contact with Nishan for the past 5 days. The 30-year-old had left his village for Iraq to work as a crane operator. He was posted in Mosul and was among the holdouts after others were evacuated from the area.
मेरा बेटा निशान सिंह मेरा गया इराक घर दे हालात थोड़े माड़े करके ते इहनूं भेजिया सी 10 महीने हो गए भेजे नूं ते 10 महीने बाद मैं जिन्ना कर्जा चुक के वो भी नहीं पूरा आया हुण गड़बड़ हो गई उधर ਉਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲੋਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਰਹੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ
ਅੱਜ ਗੱਲ ਚੱਲਦੀ ਆਂਦੇ ਥੋੜੀ ਥੋੜੀ ਲੜਾਈ ਇੱਧਰ ਚੱਲਣ ਦੀ ਬਾਸ਼ਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਗੱਲ ਹੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁਣ ਜਿਆਦਾ ਹੁਣ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੰਪਨੀਆਂ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਲੈ ਗਏ ਹੋਰ ਕਿਤੇ ਰੱਖਤਾ ਉਹ ਤੋਂ 4 ਦਿਨ ਹੁਣ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ
It's a double tragedy in Hoshiarpur for the families of Avtar Singh and Mangat Ram, both from very poor backgrounds who had scraped together some money to finance a trip to Iraq, to promises of a better life.
मैं सरकार वा जिद्दां साडे बच्चे सही सलामत गए उद्दां ही आ जाण साडे घर वापस आ जाण मां नूं फिकर है मां दा ढिड पुछया जाणी पे किन्ना फिकर छ
In Ambala, a different state, but the anguish, the tears are all similar. Amit Kumar from Ambala's Bitta village had gone to Iraq to make money, enough money to pay off his family's loans. The last conversation Amit had with his family was about how the situation was worsening.
हाँ जी हमने वापस बुला लिया अपना बच्चा भी दिक्कत आ रही है उसको तो हमने बोला भी कल से आज सुबह से फ़ोन भी नहीं उसका आ रहा है रात हुई थी जी रात से बात दोबारा नहीं हुई
What's worrying the families more is the fact that their loved ones may be right in the middle of the action if the US and other NATO countries decide to launch airstrikes against the rebels. Bureau Report, Headlines Today.
Well, Manish Tiwari is piling up the pressure on the Modi government. The former minister is taking the government to task. He's just tweeted this morning, Indians in Iraq are in jeopardy. The government must apprise the nation about concrete steps being taken for their return rather than delivering inane homilies. It's an ironic tweet given that this was precisely the kind of pressure that the UPA government used to be under when there were pressing issues of national importance. Now it's Manish Tiwari's turn to pile up the pressure. Says, don't give us nonsense, act and tell us precisely what you're doing to ensure the safety of Indians in Iraq.